what's happening? It's Joe Mommy. As you guys know, I recently joined the Pat, Cody, and Joe show in the morning on KNCI, and I'm out doing a podcast series called Beyond the Uniform. And that basically just takes you out and about, and we get to meet servicemen and women and get introduced into their everyday lives and their jobs and kind of what they do and what happens in the bases that are around us. Today we're out at Beale. We're actually with the 9th Reconnaissance Wing is where we're kind of hanging out for the 1st and 99th Reconnaissance missions. So who we got to talk to today were the folks that fly and maintain the U-2 aircraft. Yeah, the U-2 aircraft. They call it the Dragon Lady. You're gonna see all that kind of stuff. We're gonna take you on a little walkthrough and show you how they're maintained, how they take off, what's entailed in them, taking off and landing, the inside of the base, and a whole lot more. We're also gonna talk to a few people that fly them. So I've got a real big day planned for you. What's up, guys? We're out here today at Beale Air Force Base. We wanted to show you around a little bit and show you kind of what goes on in our backyard. I don't think most of you, well, maybe you are aware of it. I was not aware that all this went on out here, and I've lived here for 22 years, so somewhat embarrassing to me. But today is going to be a lot of fun for you to learn. We're out at the 1st Reconnaissance Squadron out of Beale Air Force Base, and I'm with Nasty.
Hey.
That's her call sign. She flies the U-2. I mean, it is the coolest thing ever to be sitting next to her and to get to talk to her about it. So, as we begin, how long have you been flying?
Only about 2 months. I've had 8 sorties in it, so I'm pretty new here.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many people fly in that at one time?
There is a 2-seater for training, but usually
you're all by yourself. So
yeah.
Once you're up in there, you're up in there. Mm-hmm. And from what I understand, missions can last quite some time, right? Yeah. What's the longest one that you've known of, that you've heard of?
I don't know, upwards of like 10 hours. I'm not
Really?
Sure. Yeah.
So are you in the seat the whole time?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, you're completely strapped into it.
You got to wear a diaper?
Yeah, it's kind of like a diaper pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And that happens for all kinds of flights,
Yeah.
and I'm race car drivers, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that get stuck in
Yeah.
that position. How long had you been flying prior to coming here?
I got my wings in 2022, April, so I've been only flying for about 3-4 years.
Wow!
Yeah.
And oh man, that's incredible. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. So am I allowed to let them know how old you are?
Yeah, sure.
Because I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
So Nasty is 27 years old, and you just heard when she started flying, and she's already out here learning to fly this plane, which is like about as top of the line as it gets.
Thanks.
What got you interested in this?
I went to pilot training thinking that I wanted to fly fighter aircraft, but as I went through, I realized that that's not really what I want to do.
Okay.
And I found out about ISR, and the biggest thing about ISR is that it's prevalent regardless of what our nation is doing.
Okay.
So peacetime, wartime, no matter what, it's always prevalent, it's always needed. So I thought it would be really cool to fly in a platform that provides those capabilities all year round, all times around.
And when you say ISR, what is that for our
intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance.
Cool. And like I was telling you before, this is the 1st Reconnaissance Squadron is kind of what I would guess we'll call them the U-2 flyers, the U-2 mechanics. Everyone's under that same umbrella.
Yeah, there's 2 squadrons here. The 1RS is where people start off as training platforms.
Okay.
So all the students are here. We have a lot of instructor pilots and evaluators in the 1RS. And then once you're done with your qualification, you go over to the other squadron, and that's the more operational one. You start deploying and all that stuff.
And that's the 99?
Yeah.
The 99 RS. So on base here, do you fly missions from here, or is this just all for training?
It's mostly for training.
Mostly for training? And how many times you guys get to fly a week?
In training, I get to fly about twice a week. I know other people usually fly about 1 to 2 times. We have the companion trainer with the T-38 as well.
Okay.
So I think between those 2, people fly about 2 times a week.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it take to get one of those guys ready to go up?
So with my first high flight yesterday, I got to see the entire process, but you brief usually the day before because there's a lot to go over, so that when you show up on the day, you just brief up kind of the emergency plans just in case something happens.
Okay.
And it's between the pilot and the instructor pilot if they're there, and the mobile driver, so the person who's in the chase car.
Okay.
They're kind of like your backup on the ground. They're always available via radio if there's something goes on up high. So you brief for about an hour, and then you...
Oh, the whole time you're up there? the chase cars available?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
they're not necessarily sitting on the runway because there's no point in doing that, but they
Right.
have a radio with them, so if anything happens, they're able to pull up their checklist and help you
That's cool.
decide what to do. And then you have to go get fitted up, which takes like probably 30 minutes to get everything all prepared. Yeah, in the full pressure suit, and
Yeah.
then they walk you out to the jet and you get strapped in and then you take off. So that entire thing is probably about 2 hours before you even start the engines and take off.
Ooh, man. And when you're up there, you are, how high up does this plane go?
Above 70,000 feet. Yeah.
How many miles is that? What is
Oh,
it,
I'm
like-
not very good at math.
it's like 30 miles, I think, or something like that. It's an insane, I mean, you know, I'm not good at math either, so I'm not going to try and do that. But let's just say it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's an absolute lot. What if you had to bail at that height? Would you be able to?
You could. It's not because of the full pressure suit. If
Yeah.
you had to, you would survive. It
You
be
would
okay.
survive if
Yeah.
you had to.
If you had
yeah.
to.
Is that like an astronaut type suit?
Pretty much. It's a backup just in case something happens to the pressurization in the aircraft.
Yeah.
So even without yet that, you would be able to fly in the airplane, but with that, it's just a backup in case something happens since we fly above Armstrong's line. Do you know what that is?
No. What's this?
It's the altitude, the pressure altitude at which your blood can boil at body temperature because the pressure is so low.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't ask me how many times I thought about that yesterday.
my gosh. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
And it's called the Armstrong line.
line,
Obviously for Neil Armstrong. Whoa. Did you guys know that? So your blood can boil at
Yeah.
98.6
Yeah,
degrees.
yeah, and they show us that when before we even can fly high, we go up into the chamber where they can simulate the pressure on
Yeah.
the ground, and they'll put up a beaker at 98 degrees, and they'll show you that it'll start boiling once you get to that line.
From lack of oxygen? What makes
It's
it
the
do
pressure.
that? Oh my gosh. That's almost terrifying.
Yeah.
That makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
I mean, you are awesome. I mean, that's crazy. Do you get nervous?
Oh yeah,
You
I
do?
was so nervous.
You
yeah.
were when you went?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nasty just did her first high, well, you call them high altitude?
flight, yeah.
High flight. And so you went up as high as it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did that for your first time yesterday.
Yeah.
And how much lead up to that did you know? Like, did they tell you a couple days in advance, or?
Yeah, we're part of a syllabus, so after you solo, the next flight is going to be the
You kinda
high
know
flight,
what
so I
goes
knew
on.
that it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you nervous as all get out for that
yeah, I
one?
was so nervous. I think I woke up like 8 to 9 times
Oh
the
my
night before.
gosh. Boy, you talk about doing something that's just out of this world and not getting sleep the night before. That's it right there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I think that's one of the coolest things ever. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you guys about is these suits, it's like a NASA suit, like an astronaut suit. So you can go up in it, you stay pressurized. Does it have to stay sealed all the way around you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's connections at the gloves and there's connections at the neck so that your helmet can kind of rotate around it, but everything
Okay.
is sealed up.
Everything else is sealed. Is it puffy?
No.
No.
Usually with the altitude, the pressure altitude inside of the cabin, it stays just normal.
Okay.
But if you do lose pressure, then yeah, it's gonna completely puff up like a marshmallow man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're going up right now, you've got you're in the two-seater one, and you've got another co-pilot with you.
He's my instructor pilot.
Your
yeah.
instructor, does he stay with you all the way through?
Oh yeah.
Do they pick you, or do you pick them?
I mean, there's only a couple of us and there's only a couple of instructors, so it's kind of like a 50-50
Yeah.
on who gets who.
How it goes?
Yeah.
How many people get to do this?
I am the 1,118th pilot, and right now there's 50 to 100 people that are currently flying it, so there's not a lot.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That is totally awesome. What's the most fun that you've had so far?
I mean, the high flight was so cool, just seeing how high we can get. There was airliners underneath us.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa! That is awesome. Where do you go when you're like, how far away are you flying when you have to get up that high? Are you states away?
I mean, it depends on where you're going. The one yesterday, we just kind of went up to Oregon and down to the Bay and back.
And you can get up to that height in that amount of time and then
Oh,
come back
yeah,
down. Yeah.
yeah.
How long does it take you to get up there?
Like 30 or so minutes.
30 minutes to
Yeah,
get to full
30.
height?
Yeah.
If you were to unstrap, would you float?
No.
You're
I
not-
mean, you still have gravity.
You're
up
not
there.
past gravity at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you hit the Armstrong line before you hit loss of gravity.
Yeah.
So you're like, can you see the Earth round?
Oh, I thought it was pretty flat from up there, but
You can't see the curvature of
No.
it? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would think you'd be able to from that height.
No.
Oh man, no way. That's awesome. What do you guys call the U-2?
The Dragon Lady. She is really, really hard to fly. I just came from flying the T6, which is the trainer aircraft that everyone starts off on, no matter what aircraft you go to.
And what does it look like?
It looks like what Tom Cruise flies. It's the Texan.
Oh,
So it's got
okay.
like the bubble, it's got the big prop in the front.
Yep.
It's really maneuverable. It's
Yep.
like, people call it like the Miata of the sky. Like you can turn it on a dime. It's awesome. But that thing is like super easy. You just kind of move it around. And this one with the 2 hands and the big wings, you are really like fighting it to try
Really?
to land.
Wings are 100 feet
Yeah.
from tip to tip? Oh my gosh, that's incredible. And this plane is so big that when they land it, they have what's called a chase car, which is totally cool. It's a Charger. And you heard her talking earlier about it, where they kind of stay on the ground and monitor you and help you out if anything would happen. But when landing, you can't actually see the ground, right?
Yeah.
So because the wings are so wide, you're up so high, and it's just, I mean, how do you think about that? She's landing that plane without being able to see the ground. So they shout out like 10,
Yep.
5, 3, okay,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna touch. Is that weird?
Yeah. And the goal is to hold it at 2 until you get to an landing airspeed where the tail wheel hits first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you hold it at 2 feet from the
hold it at
ground as
2.
you slowly decelerate. Nasty, that is so cool.
Thanks.
That is so cool. I can't really think of anything much cooler than that, to be quite honest with you. That you get to do that for your job is amazing.
I love it here.
So how long is it going to take you from the time you begin? So you've been here 13 weeks, you say?
Yeah.
And how long
So,
will you be here before you're ready to go fly your own missions?
I think it should be less than about 6 months.
Oh, and then you're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
You're gonna be flying missions before you're 30.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
so.
That's incredible. So obviously we're still, at ends with a lot of different countries. It could be anywhere. You guys could have to go anywhere
Yeah.
at any time. And for no reason whatsoever, just, hey, we need you up in the air. You're gonna have to go run, do whatever.
Yeah, the U-2 has been part of so many different conflicts starting from the Cold War.
I can't
and
even
I think
imagine.
it'll always be relevant. It's always going to be around.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
They've never replaced it.
No?
So it's been, from what they designed the first time until now, top of the line.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I mean, when did it start? Like in the 70s?
1955.
1955
The
till
first
now.
flight of the
And I'm
U-2.
sure things have been upgraded. You're going to have technology upgrades and things. But the design and the way it was built has stayed the same all the way through. And we got to see, I don't know if it was luck of the draw or not, but we got to see when we were coming on base, it was flying over.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was so cool. And it was so huge. And it doesn't look like it's going very fast. You're like, how does
No.
that thing not fall out of the sky?
You think it's not going fast, but once you're in it, especially in that suit, people say that you have like 50% of your brain cells and you're just like trying to like land it and just listen for the.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, when you put on that suit, people say that it's like flying a new airplane.
I can only
Because
imagine.
like you can't feel anything on your fingers. It's like really big and cumbersome, which is why the chase car is there.
You've got the bubble helmet on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be wild. Did
Yeah.
you fly your the other plane with a suit like that on, so you kind of could get a little bit ready for it?
No, we just had the G suit and the harness that you kind of envision with like fighter pilots.
Yeah. Huh. So the first time you even threw that thing on, now did you do? I mean, I don't even know if there's a workout or an exercise. Did you maneuver around in it first so you could kind of feel comfortable, or did you just throw it on and get up in the
Well,
plane?
we had the chamber flight, which is about like 30 minutes, and they like completely inflate you. They show you what it's going to be like to like try to eat and drink out of it.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of experience with it, but it's so different, like being in the actual aircraft that's flying.
So you'll eat and drink. You'll
Yeah.
you'll take care of everything while you're up there.
Yeah, they have special tube food that's rated to be at those altitudes, and you put a little straw in it, and there's a little port right here. And the drinks are in like hamster bottles, pretty much. It's like a bottle, and you like put the little tube down into your mouth.
Wow! No way. And then, do you have to hold it there, or does it stay mounted while you're flying?
No, you hold it there.
You
And we have
hold it.
autopilot, so we should be able to take our hands off for a little bit. to try to
Okay.
think,
Okay.
yeah.
That was my question. So when you land, when the chase car is gonna, when you're gonna land the plane, and the chase car is behind you, what speed is that car getting up to?
Ooh, like 90 to 100 miles an hour.
Really, that's what
Yeah.
you hit the ground at, is about 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, about 90.
And is it the same speed to take off to get lift?
No, it's slower.
It's
yeah, I
slower.
mean, the landing actually is closer to like maybe 60. You start the run in about 90, and then you slow down as you're close to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get off the ground really quickly. This
Really?
plane wants to fly,
That's
which is why it's so hard to land.
That's why the wings are so big on
Yeah.
it, and the way it's designed that way, just because it wants to. It's like a glider.
Yeah,
It's kind of what it
exactly.
looks like in the air.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Well, we're gonna go and take a little tour of the base and see what we can see. But I just wanted to say thank you very
Yeah.
much. It was a real
Thanks.
pleasure to
Excited to
meet
have
you.
you out
Are you
here.
kidding me? This is great. Well, that was episode 1 of Beyond the Uniform. Now you can hear the official term for Beale Air Force Base, which is what we call Recce Town. And that kind of includes everyone in it. It's just a loving way to talk about the base. So you may even have people that work here. You may even have people that fly the U-2 or people that work in the crew for them or just anywhere on base, because there is a lot of folks that work out here at Recce Town on the everyday, and they really matter in this community quite a bit, which is why I wanted to do a series out here and introduce you to some of them. So stay tuned, we have more of these things coming. You can just join us on our podcast at KNCI YouTube. And while you're checking things out, you can go to Beale AFB or Beale Air Force Base on Instagram and Facebook, and you can see some more behind the scenes photos and kind of keep up with what's going on. I know a lot of you get interested because we see these planes flying over every day, so this is a cool way for you to check them out. Stay tuned for episode number 2. Yes. Oh.